off your ass and come get on this couch, bitch.
Hey, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Quintel Flowers, man. I'm here with the businessman. We're on the couch. Make sure y'all check out this episode, dog.
You know what's going on, man. We back. We got another gracious episode to present to the folks today, man. For sure. This guy, he most definitely a hard-hitting force in the city. Been putting in work for years. You know what I'm saying? Definitely done been a part of some of the great hits you guys done heard on the radio over a few years, for sure. You know what I'm saying? A significant force, as I like to say on the Couch Podcast, man. You know, we only bring the best to y'all, too, you know. We got formerly known as the trendsetter, you know what I'm saying?
You already know.
Really setting trends, really broke the wrongs and the rights to what to do as far as exercising the efforts as a young artist grinding his way into the industry, for real. Really set the tone in the city, you know. Gave you niggas a blueprint to follow, for real. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, we got the Quintel Flowers in the building, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to drop an applause after that one, for real.
Yeah, big applause. I'm hungry. No, man. It's been a minute, dog.
Yeah, it's been a real minute. And you got every reason to be popping your shit. Like, you don't even have to be humble with this shit at all at this point, you know. You know, you definitely done put in some real work, but...
Facts.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Man, you know, the grind don't stop, that's for sure, dog. Like, life gon' life, but even in between life, even if it's beating your ass, like, the grind don't stop, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I learned a long time ago, dog, if you ain't going up, you ain't getting better, you getting worse, dog.
Yeah.
So, it's been a long time coming, man. You know, you been out here, I don't know about, well, everywhere, my nigga, everywhere. So, oh God, dang, horrible timing, my nigga, with the phone call.
It's cool.
That's the man right there. That's Mr. Dollars right there. Hitting my line, you know what I'm saying? But but we in here, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
Nah, facts. You know, I like to pop it off from the top. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's necessary, for real, because man, your journey it's really been a journey. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a movie. You know, like I want the viewers to be able to get an idea of, you know, who and what is Quintel Flowers about. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was like average daily endeavors for you? You know what I mean? As a youngin', you feel me?
Man, it's crazy because I always feel like I had like 3 different childhoods. You know what I mean? Just from a space of just being in different cities, and not only was the cities different, but the culture, the experience in each city was different. So I always had to adapt. You know what I mean? I couldn't take what I got from, you know what I'm saying, the 6'5" down here to Garland, all the way back to Crandall. You know what I mean? That's 3 different styles of living, and it definitely put me in a place to where, like, for the longest, I didn't know who I was. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to fit in, you know what I mean? Or you feel like you have to fit in. And having so many different versions of myself, you kind of just start to question, you know, is this me or is that me? Or was that me yesterday? You know what I mean? That type of shit. So, man, as a kid, I'm glad I found the music. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I really don't know, dog.
Yeah.
We might be having this conversation from the top bunk in who's that, nigga? I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
So
we've been there for sure.
facts.
We done got greater over time, though.
You know what I mean?
For real. So, like, so you mentioned 6'5", like that's the hood. That's where you're from.
Bro side already, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That period of time when you was over there, how did it structure you for Garland? I would say, if it did, and I know you had to adapt, but like what was that that transition like? You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, it's interesting because being so young at that point in time, you don't know yet. You know, you in the moment in that space in life, you're not thinking like. It's not until you get my age now, or even 10 years ago now, you start realizing, damn, you know what I mean? I don't even know how I got out of that shit. Because, you know, it's niggas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but you can't be a nigga when you get to Garland, you know what I mean?
Facts.
It's especially during that time, it was certain lanes and certain spaces where, you know, you had people that kind of migrated from that same city or even Oak Cliff or wherever.
Yeah.
But in the predominantly white areas, you can't, especially then, it wasn't accepted. You know, they looked at you funny, you know, and it's either you adapt or they almost kick you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they will.
It was tough, dog. I ain't gonna lie. It was tough.
Like you, so moving to Garland, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like from my perspective on the outside looking in, I feel like obviously you had been dealing with music, but like, I kind of feel like maybe that's when you kind of like persistently started dealing with music. Maybe when you got to Garland.
Yeah, but it was way after though. You know what I mean? Like it was. I mean, you know, we was in the church, obviously. You know, they gonna put you up to the scene.
And
you know
we dealing with music in there.
Fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's really where it kind of cultivated. You know, as a youngin, you know, we was listening to Pac. They was at the cookouts. You know what I'm saying? Jamming like with you know what I'm saying. So it just as a little one, I can remember those like just small memories. Almost like every weekend to a point, you know. It was just people at the crib, just listening to music, you know. And I don't know when I made the transition from just that hardcore rap per se to falling in love with like R&B or even just soul music. I don't know when that transition happened, but when it did, it had to be around Usher. It had to be around that Usher era. The very, very 90s vibe, you know. So
it was for real.
Yeah, by that time I got to Garland, no, I'm 9 years old, I believe, 10 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm lying. Like 7, 8 years old actually.
Yeah.
Like 7, 8 years old. But even then, you know, the church had made me who they wanted me to be at that point in time.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So we go to church, we sing gospel music. You know what I mean? And that's it.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know what I could do until probably middle school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just years of
just
listening to church music.
Yeah,
you know?
Marinating in the sounds and like you say, the culture. Because I ain't gonna lie, like that's almost kind of where it all starts for every you know what I'm saying, average young black individual in America that's rapping. Like they definitely can relate to the Sunday school and, you know, going to church, them church hymns, you know what I mean? For sure. So, yeah, that's lit, and it's there, and I feel like it ain't talked about enough. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It most definitely not. So, like, with you making that transition to Garland, maybe I know you saying maybe picking up a little bit later. Like, who was like that individual that like gave you them opportunities to be able to hear yourself, you know what I'm saying, record or like give you the opportunity to find your own sound or at least try to.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Dog, you know, it's the craziest story because it was really me on God now. Like, I remember in middle school, and that's why I say middle school is really when I learned more about myself because I'm in choir at that point. Now in choir they had this little room, kind of like this really, where they did all the vocal training.
Yeah.
And this ain't gospel choir. This is choir with the ahs and the oohs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they had this room where they did all the vocal training. And at that point in time, this is like 2001, I believe.
Yeah.
Everything was recorded on the cassette tapes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they just hit the record on cassette tape. I didn't know because I wasn't in vocal training. I just happened to go in the room one day. And I'm like, hey, y'all can record it? Hear yourself back on this?
Yeah.
My choir teacher like, yeah, you want to? Yeah. Because everybody loved me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she let me come in there and like really like put my shit down. Like really, she didn't know what I was singing. She didn't come bother me. At this point though, you know what I'm saying? I'm fixated on this female at that point in time.
Oh,
so, nigga, I wrote a whole mixtape for Shorty.
Sheesh.
Like, we probably had 3 words at that point in time. I'm just in love type shit, nigga. So, I think that had to be the first time me actually hearing myself back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This ain't even no official recording. This is just, I made a song, I wrote it, and I'm singing acapella type shit. You know what I mean?
No beat.
No, nothing, nigga. I didn't even know nothing about no beat at that point in time. So I didn't even think about it. That's the
Do
crazy
you
part.
remember the song?
Man, no. But every so often, it's been a while now, but every so often when I did speak to her, just as adults, she said she still got that tape.
For real?
That was 6th grade, nigga.
That's
She
lit.
said she still got that tape.
She need to make copies of that.
Well, she married now, so you know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave that alone.
We gonna leave that where it's at.
But that is interesting. I ain't never think to ask for it back.
Yeah.
It's probably where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It's probably just for momentarily for that time period for her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most definitely shout out to her.
Fact.
Real talk.
Fact.
So, like, with that being like your first experience, actually, what did it do for you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Man.
did it, you know what I'm saying, make you more hungry? Like, or,
You know, I could remember I just loved it. You know? And it wasn't, oh, I can be a star. It wasn't none of that. It was just, dang, I like to hear myself back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was always ultra critical too. So I was looking for the flaws. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for the mess ups. You know, for the issues rather than just, you know, living in that moment. So I don't think I allowed myself to just accept where I was and who I was and just be like, dang, nigga, you just, regardless, with no help, no assistance,
Yeah,
you just recorded a mixtape by yourself, 2001 type shit.
That's significant.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
Because I don't know that I'm here without it. You know what I mean? And it was a blessing in disguise because I probably didn't record again.
Yeah.
That's the funny part. Officially, till 2009.
Damn.
And I'm graduated at that point. You know what I mean? I still love the music, obviously, but you know, not having really the support or even, you know, because that shit was frowned upon in the church. You know what I'm saying? So I even had to do that shit in secret as it was. So not having the support and then, you know, oftentimes having your confidence shot, you know, just from the people that's supposed to
be supporting you.
Facts. You know, it's like, man, you just kind of put it down to the side. And I never even thought about that until I'm saying this right now. That's crazy. Because I just realized why it took me so fucking long. Nigga, I remember, that shit crazy. Just having all kind of conversations with hella church people, like churchy folk, you know.
Just asking them, like, their insight on it or,
you know,
like.
And I'm just singing love songs at that point, too. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no, like, I'm cussing and rapping. I hadn't even found
it's reality.
Like that, you know?
You know what I'm saying? You reporting reality at that point, really.
And they wasn't with it. They wasn't with it. And
that's crazy.
I think that kind of took me to a different lane.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, like, that time period between 2001 and 2009, I know you saying you kind of like was, I guess, like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you experimenting and soaking up what's going on in the game, you know what I'm saying? So, like, in that period, like, who was, like, some of the artists, you know, that you was, you know, adapting to?
Absolutely, man. It's so funny because I think that period was necessary, really.
For
Now
real.
that you asked me that question, because it just goes back to me not knowing who I was, because I had moved. That period
Yeah.
was such an interesting time because I had moved from Garland back to Pleasant Grove. Actually, no, I had moved from Garland to Cedar Hill,
Yeah.
then to Pleasant Grove, then back to Garland / Rowlett. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? In a span of what, like 8 years.
Yeah.
And being in Garland / Rowlett with the white folks that I was when I left in 2001, I'm soaking up pop music at that point in time.
Yeah.
Because it was necessary in order to have the conversations with the people that you were around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I get home, obviously I can't bring none of that shit up. But when I go to school, which is Monday through Friday, all fucking day, they ain't talking about John P. Key and Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? They talking about Kelly Clarkson, nigga. They talking about Britney Spears and shit, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
So
all really, you know what I'm saying, some great artists too, though.
Facts.
Still at the same time.
To which I learned, anyway, you know, to which I found out. But it was just interesting to, especially now talking about it, knowing even how intelligent I was to realize that I had to do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember having a conversation with myself just like, hey, you're going to have to stop being black. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but
not even, but just kind of like expand your horizon.
Facts.
And that was kind of like a blessing in disguise too,
Oh, yeah.
especially dealing with music now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even just music wise, just from a relationship standpoint, because you know I can sit here and talk with my niggas, you know what I mean, but then I can articulate with the best of them as well, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. So
that's a life skill that I feel like even just kids these days, they just don't give a fuck about because they just like, oh, take me as I am. But it's a life skill to be able to float in and out of that. And it's not to say that neither one of them are who you are. It's to say that I am intelligent enough to know that I can't always be my authentic self in order to achieve what I need to achieve, you know, in every moment of every day of every life, in life. So, yeah. So in that span, man, 2001, 2009, I'm popped out. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to.
And like pop was really at that point in time. Pop was kind of like hell yeah, like them. It was like hip hop and pop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I feel like those are the two strongest genres at that point in time for sure. Like,
facts. I mean, you talk.
We was in the projects listening to Papa Roach. You know what I'm saying?
And in fact, not even knowing that old boy was just, you know,
for real.
We ain't gonna get into that, but
yeah,
that shit is crazy.
And
you know?
many more. You know what I'm saying? He was the first that fell on my head.
I think, but especially bringing up Justin Timberlake, I feel like he
Justin
was
Timberlake too.
Pivotal point in
the 2000s.
That blend, you know.
Yeah. He really was,
because it wasn't just. He went straight from pop to, you know, just working with Timberland. So it was like, yeah, you kind of had to have some kind of culture invested in your music at that point.
Most definitely.
Messing with Timberland. So,
yeah,
man. And then you get into the T-Pains of the world. That was a whole different lane. You know
whole different era.
Facts that started a movement, bro, that we're kind of still in a way. You know what I mean? So you're thinking. Talking about almost 20 years now. You know what I mean? That shit is wild.
Shout out T-Pain, man.
We really don't get the credit that's necessary.
For real.
So we gotta say that. Legend for sure. So,
Still living. Give him his flowers now.
You know what I mean? Like in that span, seeing how music changed though, you know, because well, we talked about it before. You know, even in that same timeline, you got Jeezy comes, you know what I mean, and kind of just takes over the game in a way.
Jeezy had a strong force.
Bruh, like I'm not like I remember.
What year was that? Like what was that? Like
I feel like it was like well when he first dropped was that and then what? I forgot how the whole go, but I know it's called.
And then what?
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about.
First time gonna start. Yeah, that whole was hard. I want to say that was like 05. You know what I mean? 05 and to just a few years later, kind of make a whole transition to the Recession, bro, which in my opinion is one of the greatest albums of all time. Even growth in the what do you call it? In the industry artists, you know what I mean? Not the independent artists, but in the industry artists. Because I remember he said in the song, he was like, he told him if they give him this one, he'll record another one. I mean, if they give him this Recession album, it won't even count to an album that he owed him, like type shit.
Whoa.
Like he'll give him another one for free type shit.
That's crazy.
Because he had
was
such a message to put out. You know
I think it was Atlantic. I want to say was it Atlantic? I think it was Atlantic. I know he was dealing with drama a lot. And,
that was. That's another thing. We ain't even talking about mixtapes at this time.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If we get all the way into it like that,
bruh,
I feel like hey man, like
we gotta bring Wayne. We gotta bring Wayne.
But before we can even give Wayne his flowers, I feel like in it we gotta I feel like we gotta give 50 Cent his flowers, cause 50.
That's a solid point.
That motherfucker, and this is some shit that I was in tune, but we southern, Facts. You know what I'm saying? So that 50, it just was like, you know, when he was popping off, we wasn't really necessarily into like the mixtape space of him moving, but he was before his glow up was kind of before Jeezy and Wayne. True. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And
even Game, now that I think about it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, 50 sold 13, 14 million in a week, bro. Like, damn near done one album kind of like sold the same amount as niggas that had 7 or 8 albums out by then. You know what I'm saying? Within a week span, I would say. You know how it was back then? It was like,
when it mattered.
Yeah, hitting 1 million in a week, that meant something. You know what I'm saying? Going platinum in a week, bro. Like, that nigga did that shit 13 times in one album. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was a time. And see, that's why I say during that 8 years, a lot of shit happened, dog. Musically, a lot of shit happened, man.
You know what I'm saying? We even had, who else was around that time? 50 and
we not even bringing up how
Ja Rule.
Well, we can't even do that, but I mean, at especially early on at that point, we had not known the actual.
We had to do our research for real.
We didn't know the actual, I don't know, handprint that nigga Kanye had on the game at that point.
Yeah, I didn't.
He hadn't even just like, you know what I'm saying, rose up. But when the nigga hit though, like, nigga just came hitting the ground running, dog. You know what I mean?
Changed everything about the hip hop industry.
Because even if we think about it, he was still. I remember it was fucking 50 and Kanye. Like, it was a whole like, who gonna sell the most records?
Yeah,
I forgot what album
I think that was.
Damn, I forgot what album it was.
What I want to say it was Graduation and
had to be Graduation.
The Massacre or no, it wasn't the Massacre. It was
It could have been the Massacre.
I think it was.
No, you're right, because Massacre was like 05.
Yeah.
06.
I think I don't know. Before I self-destruct or something like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know that time it had to been like what? 2007 or something like that?
It was definitely 07.
07, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, a lot of shit, because that's even where Chris Brown comes in from like a I'm taking over type shit too.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that was a lot of shit that happened. Meanwhile, we haven't even touched what happened just here in Texas. Like,
It was Curtis. That's what I think it was.
See, I don't even
The
remember
Curtis
that
album.
I don't even remember that
I
because I
think-
knew that was gonna be a landslide in my opinion. Because Ye had everything sold at that point.
Graduation.
He had everything sold.
And Curtis. Those was the two albums for sure. But yeah, man, it just go to show that how much we had to follow after with like trying to like do our thing with the music. You know what I'm saying? We had so many different
Influences.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of shaped our sound in a way that's kind of like you don't hear it that like it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's still to me like still in demand. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a timeless sound to me. You know what I'm saying?
Which is always the goal for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Like, so this I guess my next question. So like, cause you had mentioned like the music shaping like your idea of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you, you know what I'm saying? Of course we all, you know, we had them moments, middle and high school, you know what I'm saying? We had that shorty or whatever, like, for you, cause I know me, I was a rough ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to shit, but I was hell of aggressive and like, I didn't even know if I knew how to properly be in a relationship. Right. But that's like sharp, you know what I'm saying? Being able to depict, you know, how you would carry yourself in a relationship at that age. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's kind of like, what type of music, and I know it was pop and semi R&B and of course the church music and whatnot, but like who was like what type of the artists and songs, I guess, like just to name a few that kind of had you just like, damn, okay, this how I gotta carry myself when I'm with shorty, or you know.
Man, you know, that's a good question. I remember when that nigga Usher dropped Confessions, right?
Yeah.
At this point in life, you hella impressionable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking like, dang, this nigga putting this shit. I'm thinking music is like 100% reality at this point. Like, niggas just putting their life into this shit, not knowing it's just like books. Niggas just make shit up. You know what I mean? I remember listening to Confessions, bruh, thinking like, this nigga done got Chili pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, niggas, damn, this nigga's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that he's stupid from the standpoint of like, there's an issue, but like, I wondered why he put it out there, like in the music like that, just saying that this is this is that. Not to only to find out later that, you know, it's just like books, like I said. So I remember listening to Usher, you know, I remember listening to the music Soul Childs, doing shit, even Kelly Clark. But Britney Spears, my nigga, we can say what we want to say about her vocally, like just as her vocal talent goes. But as far as a cultural icon goes, my nigga, where she sold everything.
I don't
Sex
feel like
sales,
it's been
bro.
nothing else or nobody else bigger in
Bruh,
that
like,
type of.
We gotta talk about that from the standpoint of top fives go, bro. Like
Top 3.
She carried a whole decade almost, bro, just of blonde girls and miniskirts type shit, and reached the black culture too, bro. And reached the black culture. So I'm sitting there, I'm listening, and at that point, I'm more so listening to the storylines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not picking out, you know, bars at that point. I'm not picking out significant double entendres and shit. I'm just like listening to what's happening in adult life. You know what I mean? And like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, shit's crazy. And I think that kind of helped me shape my own sound, because I I didn't put a ceiling on myself.
Yeah.
I didn't say, oh, well, this is R&B, so I gotta stay here, or this is pop, so I gotta stay here. And even when I started rapping, I didn't say, oh, well, I can only rap to these kinds of beats. You know what I'm saying? Or this kind of rap. Like, I had experienced and heard so much at that point in time. Like, it was so easy for me to just say whatever. Like, the world is my oyster. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put myself in this room or in a box. So you talking about everything from fucking Paramore, nigga, to again, Jeezy, even Gucci Man at a point in time. You know what I mean?
Some of his shit was
I was
slapping.
just soaking up the game, you know, as far as music went. It didn't matter the genre. So, you know, and then that translated to how I carried myself in a relationship, because even as a youngin', I was always looking for love for some reason. You know what I mean? I know what the reason is now, but at that age, it's a hole in you. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to fill it. So I'm always listening to the love music, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Hey, that nigga, that nigga's a savage. You know what I'm saying? And he's still getting bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, you know, you at that point, you going. Well, what's right and what's wrong? Because then you see hood niggas like, and bitches love hood niggas for some reason. So then you start to incorporate that kind of look, that kind of style, that kind of slang. You know what I'm saying? Knowing good and well, you from the hood, but it's like, you ain't no street nigga. You know what I mean? And but it was all image though. You know what I mean? And you
what was accepted and what wasn't.
Exactly, bro. You kind of find yourself like dating everything from white girls to black girls that act white girls that act black. Like, and there was no range. You know what I mean? You was just doing your shit, and
whatever made sense or benefited
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It was almost like being a chameleon. Like, if I need to be this right now, because I'm dating her, I'm going to be this right now. You know what I mean? But if I start dating no girl down the street, I can't act like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nigga because, you know, her daddy not going to let me in the house type shit. You know what I mean? So, shit was crazy.
It shaped us, bro. It really shaped us. You know what I'm saying? It really, you know what I'm saying? I always thank God for that blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it put us in a space, like you say, I could deal with this person accordingly, or I could deal with this person accordingly. You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily make you fake. It just make you be able to blend in every room, bro. And I would say, not even the industry, like you said earlier, life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of doors will get closed in your face, so you won't be able to go, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Amongst those type of people because of how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you need that wingman to walk you into that label, because they not trying to listen or holler at you. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how you carrying yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's very vital. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very necessary. So like you being like in that space, you know what I'm saying, where you like, okay, you know, I could date this type of girl or be with this type of girl. How do you feel like it shaped you as an artist? You know what I'm saying? Dealing with R&B music. You know what I'm saying?
I think I kind of hit a what do you call it? Another blessing.
Yeah.
To where once I found out I could rap, I just stopped singing.
For real?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this shit actually easier than singing, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I remember we had a 8-ball MJG CD. So, like, what I did was I had a CD player, or I had a Walkman at that point in time. I had a Walkman.
Yeah.
Nigga,
I don't know about that Walkman.
You know what I'm saying? Press play, listen for a few seconds, pause, I go right down the lyrics.
Yeah.
Press play, pause it, right down the lyrics. And till I had the whole verse, and then I would play the whole song and just start rapping it over and over again until I remembered it.
Yeah.
Verbatim, nigga. And so at that point, I'm listening to R&B, but I'm not thinking of singing, because, like I said, at that point, you thinking of dang, but girls like bad boys, if you will, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I'm finna be a real nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm finna rap type shit. I said, fuck all that singing shit, they don't even like that. I ain't got no bitches. They found out I'm singing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me rap, nigga. You know? So it was it was funny because I don't want to say escaped, but I didn't have to deal with that at that point in time.
Yeah.
The question that you asked, I didn't have to deal with that because I focused on one thing.
Yeah.
And it backfired, of course. You know
Really?
what I mean? Hell yeah.
But how? Like,
I mean because it's like
cause you would think like shit.
you can only pretend to be a street nigga for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Until
well,
you're
I mean.
faced with street shit type. You know what I mean? It's like oh.
Shit.
Oh, you niggas got guns. Well, you know, I'm going back over here, you know, down yonder. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on about the way, you know what I mean? Cause I ain't got no guns, you know. So, nigga, you know, niggas been through some shit. Niggas been running from niggas all down alleys. Nigga running from cops all down the alleys.
Yeah.
Nigga, like shit done hit the fan on a lot of different occasions that I will not speak on camera. But we'll just say, you know, I had to learn the hard way that I wasn't as real as I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? So I think it was still like a lesson to it though, because
most definitely.
it was sometimes you need to
stand your ground.
Yeah, from a standpoint of like, it don't mean that you scared or any shit like that. It just mean that it's certain shit I'm not going to partake in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that at that point in time. So, even meeting girls at that point in time where you can tell a girl that's from the hood versus a girl that ain't, too, you know? And, you know, because she going to talk to you like you talk to your homies. Well, nigga, you know, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. Like, you know
I don't like when you act like that.
I might well go date the homie if that's the case. Nigga, like, nah, we not doing that. So, I think I learned a lot with that, especially in music too, because I think I stayed in that space for so long. I did learn. I think the basics of rap. You know, I didn't really just start cultivating my own sound actually until like Ace Hood really dropped that Trials and Tribulations album. And that's what, 2010 maybe?
Yeah. Probably like getting into 2011 really.
Yeah. So I'm at that point I'm like, I had been rapping obviously, but it was something about his energy, his presence that I wanted to embody. I wanted to incorporate it into my own style. That I wanted to embody, that I wanted to be a part of. You know, and I think that's where like I started really taking my rapping seriously. And like I said, at that point, it's still not 3 years after. You know what I mean? So it's timelines that I'm sure I don't even remember at that point in time. Just, but you know.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, bro, that's what's up. Like, it's a crazy, you know what I'm saying, almost twisted, like, it's like a pot full of gumbo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, nigga. That's exactly
how else to explain it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it definitely, like, shaped your music. You know what I'm saying? I know when we started doing music, I had no guidance or no self-discipline. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what it was or what it meant to sound like yourself or be your own or have your own identity in this music. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was something that a nigga was soaking up and learning from you at the point. So it's crazy to hear, you know what I'm saying, you was actually, you know, questioning and looking for the same guidance / you know what I'm saying, you know, that, and that's, you was kind of like in that same limb But bro, you had it together in such a structured way to me. You know what I'm saying? And really to everybody on the outside looking in, or in the people that was dealing with us, bro, we kind of looked to you for the answer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, what'll bro think? You know what I'm saying? And what is bro gonna say? You know what I mean? Like, that meant a lot to us. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. So that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting because I mean I you don't have to walk like you don't know. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to talk like you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
But everything you was talking about,
I knew exactly because I'm not talking about no shit that I don't know about. You know what I mean? Unless it's from a asking the question standpoint. But quiet as kept, nigga, I got the game from Paul King. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
The disciple. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Paul
man.
King.
Shout
man.
out,
like,
buddy, man.
You talking about a legend, bro? You talking about a nigga that's been rapping?
His ass supposed to be up here.
Rapping, nigga, like that nigga, bro. That nigga. I mean, really, like that's it. I'm glad I brought that up because I give myself too much credit too. But when I did get back to like actual recording music, it was with that nigga Paul King. Like my first official mixtape, you know, recorded Ableton Live, you know what I'm saying? 2008, you know, Speed Racer mixtape. I have no idea why I named it that shit. But, that nigga had that whole setup, bruh.
Yup.
And had it for years too, man. Like that nigga used to just freestyle in class. Like it would just get silent in class, and that nigga would just start rapping. Like no fear. Like teachers sitting at the desk, nigga, and he just start rapping. Like just because it's quiet. That shit was so like legendary from the standpoint of that's another nigga who like. That nigga is himself. Period. You know, no matter where we are, no matter who's around, that nigga gonna be Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Most
that
definitely.
shit was always iconic because he didn't switch up. You know what I mean? He talked to the white girls the same way he talked to the black girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was so funny because like they will always look at him like they was hella confused. Like why are you?
That nigga Paul get on your ass quick, bitch.
Why are you calling me a nigga? Like why? I'm not
nigga,
black.
Nigga.
That shit was so funny, nigga.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Shout out to Paul King, bro. That nigga gave me the game, showed me the ropes, bro. Showed me really how to record myself, man.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just took it from there to just invested all what they say my 10,000 hours. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And then some, really. Man, like, shout out to Paul King, man. For sure.
Facts.
If you don't know him, you know, go follow one of us. And he
we gonna definitely get Paul on the show.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta get that nigga.
He actually overdue. He is supposed to already been up here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? PG, if you, nigga, I'm gonna call you by PG.
You know,
if you watch this shit, nigga.
He got the trucks now, though. So
tap in.
He probably on the road and shit.
Yeah, buddy really do be getting busy for sure. Right. So, I want to kind of touch bases. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely gonna like go back in time and touch bases on things and earlier in the journey of the music. So let's kind of fast forward to 2010. Like, okay, so it's 2010. You recording. You got to your first official mixtape, but this is your second time really putting in work. So the amount of I guess like you had the experience already. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 2010 and this is you graduating or not so much yet.
First mixtape, Speed Racing mixtape, that's still I wanna say that's still 2009.
Yeah.
That's 2009. Going into 2010, but yeah, it was dropped in 2009. Yeah. So yeah, but I hadn't graduated yet. Cause the picture the picture from that fucking mixtape.
I remember you had like a
in
helmet
the gym,
on or
nigga, at
something.
school type shit.
I don't know if you had a helmet on. It looked like
the Speed Racer.
Yeah.
The show. It was the
I ain't gonna lie. The mixtape cover kind of looked at like you was in like a ATV or a go kart or something like that.
Yeah. It was the helmet from the Speed Racer shows, and that's what I just called it the Speed Racer mixtape.
Yeah.
Because I was really just rapping anyway. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like any. It wasn't a project that had like a real message or anything like that. I was just getting out my ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's lit, man. I really wish I could find that mixtape still to this day.
I
like,
definitely have.
That was one of my faves. That was one of my favorite ones, bro. I don't know why I love that hoe.
I can't listen to it, nigga.
Real shit.
Cringy as hell. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah. So what you working on like as of like momentarily like right now?
Man, started a label with a homie. It's called Long Live Black Music Group.
Yeah.
Long Live Black Music Group, y'all. LLBMG. Right now we got the single out. It hasn't been officially announced though. It's a whole lot of back end work, my nigga, that has to happen from an independent artist standpoint, bro. That I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know about. I've been the nigga I just want to do the music, you know what I mean? And I never really had any interest in that whole
business side,
ads and art, like all that shit. Like I just want to create
marketing,
music, but it's not realistic, bro. In order to be the best I can be, in order to get to where I want to go, I can't have that mindset. And once I'm learning that, and I got a team that's kind of drilling that into me, into my mind, man. That it's so much more than the music. You start with the music for sure, but at that point, then you got to get the bus rolling. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And so yeah, you know, we're still in that process of just kind of the copyright, which that's a 9 month official process. You know what I mean? Like
it's good to start it off knowing what you're gonna do.
Facts. Exactly, bro. Otherwise, if you change it. And if you change the song type shit that's on the project that you already got copyrighted, then of course you can still release it. You know what I mean? Some say you can't release it, but if it blow and you ain't really got all the ducks lined up, you know what I mean? It could be a setback. Yeah. So yeah, we're in the process right now of getting the back end shit situated. Yeah. Outside of that though, man, the music. When I drop, my nigga, I just want to say, bro, like, y'all niggas had y'all chance, though. That's all I really want to say about it. Y'all had all this time and space. I gave you the opportunities. You know what I mean? But when it becomes mine, dog, I don't know what y'all gonna do, man. Cause the shit I'm making is timeless. It's to the point to where y'all still gonna be listening to this shit 20 years later, bro. 30 years later, because I don't make music for the moment, for the space that we're in. I'm not following the trend of auto-tune or the trend of drill, or you know what I mean. I'm making the music that is me, that's Quintel. And if you like it, my nigga. If you don't like it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But either way, you still gonna be listening to it 20, 25 years from here. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna hear it in the commercials. You still gonna hear it in the movies. You know what I mean? Your favorite films. You know.
Facts.
And that's the space that I'm in, man. And I think it took me a while to find my confidence in it, bro. A lot, because we in Dallas, bro, and it's a certain sound that's like uplifted. Yeah. And that ain't me, really. Even though I've been here my whole life, that ain't me. Like I just told y'all why that ain't me, because I'm molded and shaped by all those different
environments,
bro. All those different environments, those different spaces, those different fucking people, bro. At different points in my life, to where I'm not trying to dance and boogie. You know what I mean? Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm trying to have that hit single you know,
Speaking
pushed
of
by
the
a hit
single,
movie, you know.
speaking of the single, you got the single "Night Out" right
Night
now.
Out, my boy.
You know what I'm saying? Just, I guess, give us a brief breakdown of, like, you know, the vibe behind it. When'd you put it out?
So officially it was put out May 16th.
Yeah, still fresh.
Yeah, definitely still fresh. But it wasn't with the backing.
Yeah.
Because the intent wasn't to push it at this point in time. Is to gather the analytics at this point in time. It's being pushed on like the, what do you call it? Internet
DSPs?
radios and shit.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what
okay.
I mean? So where we can gather the statistics of who's actually listening
Podcasters.
to it, you know
That's
what I mean?
that's a good way to
Shit
draw in those
shit
podcasters.
exactly. And it's all the females between ages of pretty much kind of 21 to, I believe it was like 45-ish. And that was high for me. I was like, damn, 45?
Mhm.
But either way, like that's where we want to be. Like I want to know who I'm targeting. Not to say I'm going to limit it to them, but I want to please the people that, you know, I want to please the people that, you know, are looking for the music, are looking for that particular sound, are looking for that message. Because there's always a message in my music. I believe in substance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Night Out is a song with a message. Me, nigga, being a homebody, and I referenced that in the song, I don't get out, nigga. Like, and that's really kind of been my downfall from the standpoint of not showing my face, not being accessible, if you will, to the people.
Yeah.
The song is about me overcoming that, you know what I'm saying, and like getting the fuck out of my house or my apartment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being reachable, bro, because I'm a private person, you know. A lot of people look at it as secretive, you know, if you will, but I'm a private individual. Like, I hate people in my shit. I really do. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. But in order to be where I want to be and get where I want to get, I can't have that mindset.
Yeah.
So I kind of shaped the song around that message. Like, I'm finna get out here, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And overcome, because it's really a fear, if you will. And I didn't know for the longest.
Yep.
It's really a fear.
And like you say, man, it's necessary. You gotta kind of put yourself out there as a brand.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You individually is a brand. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree. Pretty much, I'm gonna give you a choice, an option between two individuals that's either from Texas or they spent a majority of their lifetime in Texas during their glow up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously we usually have drinks, you know what I'm saying? That's my fault. Y'all, hey man, I don't want to hear it in the comments. We'll have the effing vodka next
That's
time.
how you did me, man.
You know, we was pressed for time today, but nah, it's cool because we can go hit a bar, grab some drinks, get some food or whatever after this for sure. But yeah, this how the game go. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jink Tramps because it's pretty much where it came from or whatever. But you know, just your preference and why.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll start it off with you know what I'm saying, Erica Banks. You know, you familiar with, okay. And maybe Tay Money. You familiar with the Tay Money girl? She kind of
That's tough.
she doing her thing right now for sure.
That's tough.
Man,
I think I have to go with Erica though.
Erica?
I think I would have to, because she hit the ground fucking running, nigga. Like, it was like you heard her name and then you seen her everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a time where like it fell off. You know what I mean? Or like even the records just kind of died out or fizzled out. No, like she just started running. Nigga.
She kept herself relevant.
And I was kind of amazed by that too, because I mean I know the culture that we in right now is just, you know, the women kind of got it sold up.
They
you know
do.
what I mean?
They really do.
Lie. So
Shout
I'm not
out
gonna
to
say
y'all.
it was easy, but she definitely had a blueprint and she followed that shit to the T.
Facts. Shout out Erica Banks, man. Shout out Tay Money too. Mr. Hit That or Bebe?
Oh, baby.
Bebe for sure.
Yeah. I think. I mean, it's been a while for Baby. It's been a while. My cousin, nigga, just from a I gotta go with Baby just from a standpoint of like that nigga's a people person. Even though he's like a street nigga, he's a people person too. Like my cousin, they was driving down the highway and they just happened to both pull into the fucking gas station. That nigga called me like, nigga, that nigga Baby right next to me. Man, I'm finna go show that nigga my music type shit. Yeah. And that nigga sat there and listened to it. That nigga talked to him. Tough. He said hit him up like just like a regular dude. Like he wasn't too high on himself. Not to say he don't have a reason to be.
Yeah, he do.
He kept it 100. You know what I mean? That shit commendable, bro. That shit hard to me.
This one gonna be hard for you too. You know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna lie. When I ask people this, I think they kind of just say anybody. But yeah, Kelly Clarkson or Hillary Duff.
Damn. Cause you get cause you gotta feel me, nigga. I'm from that era, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in that heat of middle school type shit. Yeah. When they popping off.
Yeah.
Damn.
I told you I had one for you for sure.
I don't know if I can make that choice. Cause
you can say both. You can say both.
Bro, Kelly Clarkson with Breakaway alone, my nigga. You might ain't know the song, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's tough. I gotta say both because Hillary not even like the best songstress, bro. Like by any means, but she still had a demand. Yeah. Like even with her almost limited vocal talent.
Yeah, for facts.
The world wanted Hillary to. Damn, that's tough. I gotta say both. That's a tie to me, nigga. Gotta be. I can't even finesse.
I got some serious ones on here.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. If that's where you starting, nigga, damn.
I got some serious on here. So, and we jump all over the, you know what I'm saying, all across the careers with this. It's not just music. So, let's see. We'll dim it down. Money or fame?
Money.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to be famous. If I get my music out and they don't even know who I am, and still get the money, hell yeah, I don't even.
Facts.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a private person, so.
97.9 The Beat or K104?
I can't even answer that and like not fuck myself, really. I can't. You know what? Yes, I can. I'm a big Lady J fan.
Lady J.
I'm a big Lady J fan.
I fuck with Lady J.
Lady J. Like she used to go to IBOC and during that time that I went, and like I said, she was another one of them people who just a beautiful person, like just inside and out from the standpoint of she wasn't too high on herself. Like you talking about a church full of hundreds of people.
For real.
Sit there and talk to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the same smile the whole time. So, like, you know, just from that standpoint, like, 97.9 still folks y'all, but, you know, just from that standpoint alone.
K104 takes it.
Yeah. Not to say she's still there, but, you know.
I would say, who would you choose between Beyonce or Erykah Badu?
Erykah Badu.
Facts all the way, right?
Just nigga, and we talking. Okay. Let me not make it such. I don't want it to seem like a whole landslide situation. Yeah, that's not what it is. Also, I have a different respect for Beyonce. I always, as a youngin, didn't really get it. I didn't see the excellence, but when she hit that what album was that? May have been a Sasha Fierce album. I don't know. Just really when I got older, I think I found a new respect for Beyonce. But, I mean, we talking about the legend Erykah, straight out of the streets. If you can walk down the street, nigga, butt ass naked in Dallas,
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing that's your city, bro, like, I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing that can be done that can be said to tarnish her name, her legacy. Like,
and did it without an issue, problem, or anything. Like, faithfully, and went home.
No controversy, nigga. Like, but
it was like, that's Erykah. You know what I'm saying? And not even in a bad way. You know what I'm saying?
I do, man.
Facts.
That was That was a whole ass nigga question, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was some whole shit, nigga.
Dennis Rodman or Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaq, nigga.
Shaq?
Bro. Shaq. Nigga, Shaq is one of the, like, first of all, the richest man in the world.
He is.
But, and you don't know. I seen the podcast. He was like, who owned Marilyn Monroe?
Mm-hmm.
Who owned Muhammad Ali? And I'm sitting there like, why is he naming these people?
Yeah. Demi Lovato or Selena Gomez?
Ooh.
Either or.
Damn, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Either or.
My boy. Come on, man. Look. I don't want to get in the controversy of it all.
Yeah.
But, because I fuck with Selena, dog.
Yeah.
I fuck with Selena, but I don't, because we never know what's true as fans, bro. We never know what's true. We just know what we hear and what's put out there. And her best friend gave her a kidney. You know that, right? Was it a kidney? Let me not speak about it. She gave her an organ, nigga. Yeah. I just know it was one of them organs.
Yeah.
And then I just like heard recently, and this was years ago, by the way, that they had that little transplant or whatever. But I just heard recently that from Francia, her best friend named Francia. I love Francia Racer, by the way.
Yeah.
They don't even talk no more.
That's crazy.
Like that. They don't even talk like that. And imagine giving somebody and when you know what I'm saying, and then like y'all don't even. I know people
Not
grow
even
apart.
cordial.
I know people grow apart, and I'm pretty sure they are cordial. Like they see each other, they keep it 100. But like from best friends to where I'm giving you an organ, and then like we're not talking no more. I think I heard not maybe Francia didn't say it, but I think she said her dad said, I didn't give you. I say kidney. I don't think it was kidney. But she was like, I didn't give you the organ for you to become an alcoholic. Because I think Selena was drinking or some shit.
Oh, man.
And so they felt some kind of way.
Yeah, I would too.
So from that standpoint, Demi, you got it, my boy. You got it, my girl. You know what I'm saying? Plus, she can sing, circles around Selena. Demi, but I fuck with you, Selena. I fuck with you. You know, but don't do no whole shit.
Yeah, man. You got to stay solid,
you know
man. For real, man. Real shit.
But you a hoe for that, nigga. God damn. God damn.
Okay, this gonna be one more after this. Vanilla Ice or the DLC? DLC easy.
I mean, that's not even.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say why.
Yeah.
Because of DLC. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Nigga really shaped the ground for this shit. Come on. In hip hop, damn near. He started. Yeah, man. For real. Shout out the DLC. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at your boy. For real. Loyalty or respect? Which one you think?
Damn.
That's a good one.
Okay, so I feel like oh dang. It's really a preference, but it depends on how you define the two, man. I would want to be respected, right?
Yeah.
But that respect ain't gonna keep you loyal to me. You know what I mean? You could just respect my body of work. You could respect what I did for your homie. You know, you could just respect how I'll carry myself.
Yeah.
But I feel like loyalty
comes with respect.
In a way, but it also comes with loyalty is gonna keep us out of a situation that would make me question if you respect me in the first place.
Right.
You know, because you're not gonna have me in those shit that's gonna that's gonna have me fuck myself over, or you end up fucking me over. So yeah, we'll go with loyalty from that standpoint, because I think that may come with at least the minimal respect required in order for you to be loyal.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, buddy, man. So you know what's going on, man. You've been tapped in with another episode of The Couch, man. We got the homie in the building.
Yeah.
You you know, he definitely will be a returning guest.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah, we're gonna be in this
you know what I'm
bitch.
saying? We gotta get that link up again. You know what I'm saying? So I guess just leave them with where they can find you on social media. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what's next as far as singles. If you got a new single coming out,
Man, y'all can find me on Instagram at QuintelFlowers, man. Mostly on Instagram for sure. Same on shit. If you on Facebook, follow my Facebook page, man. At QuintelFlowers or Facebook.com/QuintelFlowers. Man, YouTube, the Quintel Flowers for sure, man. We only getting started here, dog. We only getting started here. Like I said, we got shit brewing, you know. But I'm a person who has learned from the errors, you know what I mean, to where you can't just put the music out and then just think the music gonna do what the music gonna do. You know,
facts.
It's gotta be there's gotta be a plan behind it, and we definitely pushing it in the right way. So, without further ado, you know, y'all can peep the new record Night Out. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Quintel Flowers, presented by Long Live Black Music Group. You know what I mean? Shout out to the label. Yeah, let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? Follow me. Wherever you find me. TikTok too. That's Quintel Flowers.
Facts.
Facts.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that follow button on all those platforms.
And follow the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Follow the couch.
We in here.
And follow the Business MF page too.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this though. Nah, for real.
Sponsors.
Yeah, we do need
Y'all
those sponsors,
y'all
man.
fine. Shout out Domino's. Hey, shout out
50.
Domino's.
I need that effing vodka sponsor,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
For real. I always tell them that every show.